Hi everybody, this is your technical information for your InDesign Bill of Rights Legibility and Readability exercise. So on the new document dialog box, I make sure I want 3 pages. You can set the margins and make sure that no facing pages, you do not want facing pages selected. When I click create, what you're going to have then, if I go to my page menus, you're going to have a 3-page document, okay, no facing pages. You determine the margins. All right, so to start this exercise out, I want you to play a little bit and come up with different headline, subhead, and body copy for page 1 and page 2, because I do still want you to experiment with font attributes. And then first thing you're going to do after you open the document and save it correctly is to go to your paragraph styles, and we're going to create these new paragraph styles. To do that, go up to File, New Paragraph Style. I'm going to need this page 1 headline, and my headline is going to be Optima, and I'm going to have it be 24 points, 26 leading. I'm going to go to my indents. I want this aligned to the left. I do want 1 pica, 1p, space after to push the rest of the text down in the article. Remove hyphenation, and let's add a character color just for fun. I'm just going to make it pink or magenta. Totally obnoxious, I know. Let's click OK. All right, let's start to do the next one. New paragraph style. We're going to name this page 1. Subheads, and again I'm going to go make this Optima. I'm going to make it 16, 18. We are going to take off hyphenation. We are going to, oops, go back here on my line to the left, and I think that's all that I want. Oh, I know, I want a little bit of space before, like 4 points, because I want the subhead to be with the text that precedes it. And let's see, I think we're good there. Click OK. Last thing we need to do is do body copy. So you will do this depending upon what you figured out and chosen for page 1 and page 2. Whoops, page 1, body copy. Yes, I'm going to be boring, and I am sticking with Optima. You guys can choose whatever you would like, and I'm going to do 12, 14. I'm going to go indents and spacing. I'm going to add 1 pica first line indent, which you would normally add, and I'm going to left justify it. All right, now I'm going to go to hyphenation, remove hyphenation. I'm going to justification and enter my secret justification settings, which is -3, 3, 97, 103. These are in D2L, and these are the justification settings that allow you to remove ugly spaces in your justified, which means the text goes from margin to margin blocks of text. And I do believe that is all, so I'm going to click OK. So here's my body, headline, and subhead. Remember, I can always rearrange these if I want to rearrange these in order, and then you'll start with the next one, page 2. Remember, I want you to use different fonts, experiment, but your aim is to have it be legible and readable, okay, where you experimented more with your exercises so you could see like, wow, that doesn't look good. You want this to look good. All right, so I'm going to bring in some text, and for this part, I want to make a text box. We are creating a text box, so this is a little different than what we did before, where we went File, Place, and we brought the text in, and then we clicked and created the column. I want a text box already in place, like there is right now, and my cursor's blinking in that text box, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill this with lorem ipsum, or with placeholder text for right now. And I'm going to make sure by Shift, I lied, Option Command I, my invisibles are on. Okay, so once I have this here, there's a couple different things I wanted to show you. And you can only do this with a text box that has been drawn and then you bring your text into, okay? So we're going to span columns. And span columns simply means that you are able to take a headline or a main title such as the Bill of Rights and make it span across 2 columns. Now you can have 2 columns or 3 columns. I don't care what you have. For my purposes, I'm going to have 2. So I select my text box. I'm going all the way over here. See here? And it has the columns. I'm going to add 1 column, so there's 2 columns, and then I have to make sure that I have a gutter that is equal to my leading, which would be 14 points, so 1P2 is 14 points, and that looks just lovely. Now the next thing I want to do is start applying my style sheets. So I'm going to have my cursor in this first character here, or I'm sorry, the first paragraph here, and I'm going to click on page 1 headline. Oh, that's lovely. Get rid of that period. Then the rest of my document here, I want it to be my my body copy. I don't really have a subhead in this, so we're going to skip that one. There's my body copy. Oh, it's just beautiful. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want this headline to span or go across both columns. So what I have right here is I have to put my cursor within this paragraph right here, okay? So I can select it if I want or just have my cursor within that. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go to span 2. And look what happens. It spans both of my columns. And look what else happens. Because I put a space after, it pushes my text down nicely and makes me feel happy, okay? Now the other thing we have to fix right here is, if we look here, this first paragraph has an indent. Typographically, first paragraphs should never have an indent. So I'm going to click in here, go over to my paragraph panel, and remove, by putting 0 in, my indent. Now when I go back to my paragraph panel, notice that my body copy has a plus next to it. My cursor's over here in this first paragraph. When I go here, notice it doesn't. Go back up to the first one. Yes, because I have local formatting present. That means that I made a change to the paragraph attributes somehow, and so that's telling me, hey, there's local formatting presence. If I want to get rid of this, I can go down here and click this, and notice it fixes it. But I don't want that. I do not want any indent. So I'm going to hit 0, hit tab, go back to my paragraph styles, and look, there it is again. And it's okay if that's there, okay? It's okay. There's nothing bad. You know, I think I can probably put a headline. I'll make this little short line a headline. Or subhead. Oh, now it's a subhead. That looks lovely. And notice how it pushed just a little bit more space. So here's before. Okay, notice the spacing. Page 1 subhead. And the subheads are going to end up being your article titles. Article 1, Article 2, Article 3. You may want to also create a special style sheet for the preamble. So if you want to do that, let's say that this is our preamble, and let's say that I want to make this italic, which I can. Oh, that looks beautiful. And then let's say I want to create a style sheet, so it's really easy to do this. Have your style sheet ready to create by having your text selected, go up here, go new paragraph style, and it'll capture all that settings. And so I'm going to put this page 1 preamble. I know you don't have to do this, but you know what, you can if you want. I'm going to go base this on no paragraph style. Italic leading, okay, that looks good. Indents and spacing, maybe we want to add a little color to it, so let's add some blue to it. Let's click OK, and then click away. I don't know if it's stuck. Let's see again, hold on. Yeah, there we go. So I just reapplied it, and there you go. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be working with multiple columns. You're going to be working with your style sheet, so page 1 is legible, but there still must be some simple hierarchy. Number 2 is readable, and the number 3 is crazy. You can do whatever you want. You do not have to have style sheets for page 3, okay? This will be due on Thursday, so I'll give you a couple extra days, but when I get back, we have to start a new unit, so yay! All right, guys, have fun. Bye-bye.